I know you want to share the good news. I know you're excited about all the things that the Lord is doing in your life. But I hear the Lord saying today, not everyone deserves access to everything he's doing in your life. The Bible says there is a time to be silent and a time to speak. This is one of those seasons where silence is wisdom. Baby, if you anything like me, when you come into exciting things that's happening in your life, right? You got such a free spirit and you so free in everything that you do. You want to share in that joy with other people. You want to bring other people along with you. You want everybody else to witness the glory of God in your life. But in this season, the Lord is saying, you saying less is actually wisdom. Because not everyone is assigned to your process. Some people are only meant to see the fruit. Some people that you crossing paths with, some people that's currently in your life, they're only meant to see the fruit, the outcome of what God is doing, not the process. They don't supposed to see the planting, the pruning, none of that. And in this season, God is teaching you to stop oversharing. Because not everyone celebrating you is covering you. Not everybody that's saying, I'm happy for you, I wish you well, I want the best for you. They're not covering you. They're not praying for you is what I mean. They're not standing in alignment with you. They're not standing in agreement of the promises that the Lord has spoken over your life. And this is why the Lord is saying, I am teaching you to stop oversharing. Because some people listen just to talk. Some people will listen to you so they can carry those very words that you said to somebody else. Some listen just to question, right? Some will just sit right there and have you to talk just to ask you, why are you doing that? Or are you sure you heard right? What's going on with your life? They don't really care. They just want to be in tune with what you got going on. Some listen with the wrong heart. So the motives behind some of these people, some of these spirits that's behind these people is not the right spirits. So God is saying to you today, say less and let him work quietly. Can you say less in this season? If you believe it and you touch and agree with me through this message, I want you to put it in a comment and say, I'm saying less and I'm going to let the Lord do the talking. I'm going to let the Lord do the talking for me. And not only am I going to let the Lord do the talking for me, I'm going to let him work quietly in me. And one of the reasons why God is asking you to say less and be mindful of what you share and who you share it with and test the spirits behind some of these people is because what he's growing in you, baby, it takes time. It's not overnight how the world would like us to think, right? It takes time. When the Lord does something in the life of his children, just like a tree roots, it have to grow down. They have to go down. It have to grow deep, right? Before it sprouts back up. And so this is what the Lord is saying to you today, that what he's doing in your life, baby, it's going to take time. And when God is doing something new in your life, he will often ask you to keep some things to yourself. So as God continues to renew you, as you continue to get your transformation, as he continues to reveal things to you, not everybody should know what God is doing in you and through you. Not everybody should know every revelation that the Lord has spoken to you and has gave to you. And you might have close family members, you might have a spouse, but again, if it's not the right time, that word is out of season for those people. That word is for you and only you. So the Lord is teaching you in this season to keep some things to yourself. I know how it can be to want to share everything, especially when it's God, and especially when you know that God will get the glory out of it with some people. But it's some things the Lord is saying, I'm going to need you to stop oversharing. And I'm going to teach you on how to keep some things to yourself. And this is not because the Lord doesn't want you to share, right? He know there is a bond in community. You know, it says when two or more are gathered in my name, that the Lord shall be in the midst of them. So it's not that he doesn't want you to share. And it's not because he doesn't want you to bear witness to his goodness, but because most fruit is in seed form. So majority of the things that the Lord is doing in you and for you in this season, it's in a very small seed form, baby. It's not even to its full maturity yet, right? And seeds need time to grow. They do not sprout overnight. They need time. They need watering. They need the right soil, right? They need the right attention. They need everything that's going to help them spring forth in the fullness of time to the full maturity, right? So when we overshare, it seems like everybody and their mama wants to grow, wants to add their opinion. Sometimes when we overshare things, we get opinions from all over the place, even opinions that we didn't even ask for, even opinions that's not even qualified to even speak on anything that's going on in our life. But this is what happens when we open that door and we start to overshare with people who does not have the right intentions, and when we overshare in before the Lord tells us to share, okay? So oversharing can invite unnecessary opinions, doubts, and interference. But silence keep your spirits focused. In this season, the Lord is asking you to master silence. Master silence. Master to know when it's the time to speak and it's a time to remain silent, right? And as you master silence and you continue to allow your spirit to be focused, it guards your faith. You don't have all these unnecessary opinions. You don't have all these fears and doubts from other people that's feeding into what they think your life should be like, what they think where you should be at by now, what your journey should be, or whatever it may be. You don't have all that feeding you, right? So that keeps your faith, and that keeps your faith guarded and grounded in God, and you don't have all these external opinions. So this is wisdom and learning when to speak and when to be still, right? So it's wisdom when we learn to speak and we learn to be still. This is something that I'm still learning, obviously. And honestly, I'm gonna be 100%. And I think as long as I'm on this side of eternity, I'm learning that. When is the time to be still? What is stillness, Lord? Teach me what stillness is, God. Show me what it is to have wisdom. And when I do speak, that I speak with wisdom. And when it's time to speak, that I make sure that I'm not oversharing, or I'm not giving revelation, or I'm not giving out a word that you did not tell me to share right now, okay? And eventually, when God is telling you to say less and stop oversharing, the fruit will speak for you. So if God gave you a promise, and as God continues to elevate you and promote you and set you on these high places, right, it's undeniable that the outcome, the fruit, will speak for you. You won't have to explain what God is doing in your life. You won't have to announce every move. In time, the fruit will speak for you. In time, everything that the Lord has been secretly developing you, doing in you, through you, and you remaining quiet, you remaining still, you remaining faithful and obedient to God, that fruit will begin to speak for you, okay? And not only will the fruit speak for you, your peace will speak for you. A peace that surpasses all understanding. Your growth. You cannot deny growth. People may try to deny your growth by undermining everything that they see in your life reflect. But your growth will speak for you, baby. Your consistency will speak for you. You being consistent, all these things will speak for you. And when it does, it will be undeniable. Your haters, and everybody got haters. Jesus Christ himself had haters. Your haters, they will try to deny it. They're going to try to turn a blind eye to it. They're going to act like they don't recognize the new you, and that's okay. It's not up to you to prove nothing to them. But in real life and in real time, it will be undeniable. Whether they acknowledge you or not, whether they speak on it or not, it would be undeniable, because God was doing it right under their nose the whole time. So all this time, while you saying less, while you saying I'm gonna stop oversharing, I'm gonna do what the Lord has asked me to do. If God gave me a word and he told me this word is in season for me and only me, and whenever he tell me to speak this word and share it with somebody else, I'm gonna make sure I'm obedient, and I'm gonna make sure I'm faithful to the word of God, and I'm gonna do what he asked me to do, right? It would be undeniable. Because not everything God shows you is meant to be shared. That's something that, like I said, I'm still learning. I get so excited when God give me a word that I want to tell everybody. But I'm doing better. But it takes consistency in that, and practice, and asking God for strength to help me in that area, right? And some things are meant to be protected. So some things, some words, some promises that the Lord has given to you, they are meant to stay between you and the God. As much as you might want to share with mama, with daddy, with best friend, with husband, with wife, God may be telling you I don't want you to share it because it's meant to be a protected word, right? So say less and trust God more, right? So say less in this season and trust God more. And eventually let your speak do the talking for you. So in this season, y'all, say less. And if you need help with that, just pray, pray and ask God for strength. Pray and ask him where your weaknesses is at in that area, and pray, and he will guide you and he will lead you, because you don't want to speak a word that's not in season, right? Because any word that you speak and God did not tell you to speak it, it's still a word out of season because he did not tell you to speak it. And you want to be able to make sure that that seed that God is forming in you reaches full maturity, and you don't want to share, you don't want to give revelation in a time that it's not meant to be. So God is saying this will keep you from people trying to be around for all the wrong reasons, because they seeing the outcome, they thinking they finna get something from you. And this will also keep people from projecting their fears and what they think you should be doing and not doing, and all these unwanted opinions and doubts and fears. And it'll keep your faith intact, okay? It'll keep you growing in your maturity, growing in your relationship with God. So in this season, as much as you want to share, I would encourage you to say less, because God is doing something in you and through you, but it requires your silence and his wisdom in silence. And God will reveal the time, right? If he ever tell you to speak on it, because a lot of time the outcome and the fruits of your obedience will eventually speak for you. My name is Lachelle Monroe. I hope this message blesses you all and encourages you all. Be sure to like and subscribe and share this message with someone that may need it. And always remember, if you can't trace God's hand, always trust his heart. I love y'all, and please keep the faith.